everybody, it's Christina with Faith's Treasure Chest, and I want to thank you all for tuning in. It's been a long time coming for this, so this is the flip through of my new nature journal. Her name is Fleur, which means flower in French. And I just have to give a big shout out to Renee at Lovely Lavender Wishes, because it was her tutorial, her 10-part series tutorial, that inspired Fleur. So I've worked on her, it took me 2 weeks to make her, actually, and a lot of late nights. So let's get to it. I just want to I want to show you the front cover of her first. She's got her nameplate Fleur here, you can see that, and then she's got this really cool closure on the side. She's got some beautiful patina leaves and everything, and it's attached to this side, and then it's also attached to this side with a clip. On the dangle is a key, because you know we all need a key to our secret garden so we can go do our little nature hunting and everything. And then on here also is a charm that says own your dreams, and I think that's really super important, especially now in this day and age with what the world's going through right now. So anyway, this is her, and let's get to it. Let's look inside. I'm so excited. Oh y'all, this is gonna be awesome. Okay, so she's got her little clip here. You can take the clip off, and starting with her front cover, the front cover actually is a separate entity. So you open her up and everything, and then she's got she's got a tag here that is in, oh, that stuff's so slippery. She's got her tag here, her front tag here, if you can see that. That goes back down in there with her real pretty green eyelash bow up there. Then opening it up, there is a little button tie here, and this actually comes off, so you can open it up and you can go ahead, you can write in there if you'd like, or you do anything you want with this journal. One thing I did do with this journal is that I did a lot of very flat embellishing. Some of the other people that own some of my other journals do know that most of my journals have a lot of embellishments in them, as far as the tags and everything are concerned, and they're built up with a lot of mixed media on it. With this journal I had to keep everything really flat, because this journal would tend to get very chunky very quickly. So, and I didn't want that to happen. I didn't want to have it so chunky that you, the buyer, whoever wound up with Fleur, that she did not, that you had ample room to do what you wanted to do in her. So also here is a little note about the journal and how it came to be and everything, and that closes back up, and it goes in a little part of her little pocket right there. Excuse me. And opening her up, oh, and I just wanted to let you know that there's also a big pocket right next to that, so you can put whatever you want in there as well. And then opening her up, we've got like 3 or 4 different areas here. It's kind of cool. There's a lot of exploration in this book. There's a lot of little hidden treasure, little hidden areas and everything, and some of them are so hidden that when I was embellishing it, I'll show you where I missed something. I flipped her, and another pocket opened up, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I totally forgot I did that part. So yeah, there's a lot of hidden little treasures in here. This is Sari Silk. I dyed it with some ink, with some India ink, so it's a really pretty grass green. Goes with the whole ambiance of this journal. Here is a acetate window. There's a big pocket in there as well. You can put a whole bunch of stuff stuff in there, whatever you want. Then we have some journaling space here, as well as this is a separate little journal. There's another pocket here. This is a separate little journal with a paper clip, an embellished paper clip closure. It says specimen logs, and you can see that. There's a couple of different pieces of paper in here that you can journal on and everything, and they all fit real nice in there. Then this opens up and you can journal here and do whatever you want there, and it's reinforced with a nature type of fabric, so it helps keep the spine of that intact. And then opening this up, because I got to move this over because this gets pretty big. Then this opens up, and we've got another area over here. Another area over here. This opens up as well, and then you have I'm off camera here. You have a journal card here, and I thought that was really pretty. This is actually a napkin that I decoupaged on a journal card. And then here's a belly band. And if you notice, everything is sewed in, so this journal's not going anywhere. There's glue in it as well, but for the most part, everything is sewed in, so it's not going to go anywhere on you. There's a couple of different cards here that you can have some fun with. And just so you know also that I'll say this again at the end just to reiterate it, but with every one of my journals I send a care package with the journal, with all the scraps of all the fabric and all the paper and all the different pieces left over of ephemera that I had while putting the journal together. I figured I'd pass that along to the owner of the journal, so that way you've got pieces to make it cohesive to whatever you're going to do inside the journal. You've got pieces to make it cohesive and put it all together. This is the part where I went and flipped the book, and this opened up, but I said, oh Jiminy Cricket, I've got another and I got another pocket to go. So I put a couple of pieces of paper in there. This is a nice piece of journaling paper, and you can embellish it how you want. A lot of the pockets are tight. They do loosen up over time, so the paper gets a little bit looser, so that's always nice. It's not going to be as tight as when it's like first constructed. Then here we have another one. This is like doing real damage on my psoriatic arthritis. So this opens up as well, and there's a pocket here for more stuff. Whatever you want to do. It's this is one of those journals where it's like I've done a lot of really cool embellishing, but I've left a lot of it open as well for the owner. So it's one thing I don't like to do often is, and then this opens up here, and you've got more writing space here. What I was saying was, like, I don't like to do in my journals. I like to do embellishing, but not to the point where it's so embellished that you have no room to do what you want to do in it, because after all, you're buying the journal to journal in, right? You're not just buying the journal just to see my artwork in it. You want to do stuff that you want to do. So and then on this side, this is the other, we'll get to this in a minute, but on this side, this is the I don't know, third or fourth part area. This is kind of neat. This opens up like a couple of garden gates. So and then on the inside is a pocket. It's reinforced too. This is a very thick pocket. This piece of paper right here, this actually it's a blank piece of paper, and the reason it being blank is because I want you to create something with it. This paper was handmade by me and my best friend, Cindy. We spent one afternoon just making paper. Some of you probably have seen the post, but that is a piece of the paper, and I wanted to pass that little gem on to somebody. So there you have it. You can do what you want with that. And moving along, we'll go this. Should we go this? We'll go this way first. So, okay, so then opening it up here, there's a, this is elastic cords. So you've got a little slip area that you can slip things into, you know. I mean, you could even, you know, you can even slip it in that, you know, slip something in that way if you want. But there's a lot of potential with this panel. There's a little bookmark card, whatever you want to do with that. There's also this is another napkin, and I thought this was absolutely beautiful. I love this napkin. And then I backed it with I put the napkin on a piece of paper, backed it with some beautiful writing paper, and aged it a little bit for you, so you have another journaling space that you could use. This is a little, just a little card that I made, and it's got some lines on the back of it, so you can go ahead and you can journal there. There's a lot of journaling spots in here. And then here we've got, this is a huge acetate and acetate window pocket. It's got a little flap on it as well, and the journaling card comes out, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So this is some die cuts on there. Like I said, I made everything really flat because it's got to fit into some tight spaces. This is the other side of the card, and you're going to see that side of the card again here in a minute, because I'll show you what this little pocket does. This is a neat little trick that I just absolutely love. This little pocket is the other side over here. See that it goes straight through, so it's clear acetate on both sides, so you can stick whatever you want in there. I put that journal card in there because it was really cool on both sides, so that way, you know, you have something pretty through the two windows. On this side we have some more writing paper. It's got field notes on it, field notes there again. We have some, these are two little window pockets as well, with some beautiful vellum ferns, and some journal cards that go with that as well. And it's the same card. So I made this one's pretty, this page is pretty cohesive together. Then we flip this over, and there is a huge vellum envelope here, or a vellum pocket. I put a vintage, this is a vintage coaster actually, but I thought it was really pretty with the birds on it and everything. I thought that was really, really pretty. And then this in here, this is a cool story about flowers. This is from the American Agriculturist. Now, I own this magazine. This is actually a print of the magazine. I printed it, I scanned it off my through my printer into my computer, and I printed another page out. I print both pages out. The reason why it's not the original is because if you can see, it says there 1876, and I don't like tearing apart old magazines and books like that. You know, if it's from the 1900s, then I really, you know, usually about 1950 or 1950 and up, I'll tear it up, you know, and give the originals, but not something that old. So I like to hang on to that. You know, you can call me a hoarder if you want, but that's the way it is. And then this flips out here, and you've got loads of writing space there. Then this is another little button pocket, and you can, there's some writing space there you can do, or you can put pictures in there, and that'll, it'll hold pictures and everything for you too. So it all depends on what you want to do with it. This is your journal, your journey. You do what you want with it. It's designed so you the owner can have the glory of putting stuff together in it. And then this flips over, and then this flips down. Oh, you can't see that, but that flips down, and it's got more writing paper there. And then this is a little tag that I made. There's a pocket there. It goes in there. It's got a little French stamp on it as well, with a bulb clip there, bulb pin. This is a cool little pocket. It is magnetized, so it'll stay shut for you. And in there I put another card. You can use these cards, or you can take them out and use them, and put something else in there. It's totally up to you. And then this flips down. Oh, that flips down, and then there's a little there's a pocket here. There's a side tuck. I guess that's called a side tuck. And then this is neat. I found this too. I aged this so it looks like so it looks really old. But this is cool. It's a little advertisement about honeysuckle. And I thought it was a really pretty picture on there and everything, so I gave you that, and I tucked that in there too. Here is a big pocket. Here's a big pocket for you to put whatever your heart's desire in it. And then that closes up like that. Boop, 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 like that. All right, and then moving along. I'm trying to do this as quick as possible because I don't want you guys to get bored. This is the pièce de la résistance, your journal. This is your signature. The cool thing about this signature, it's hand stitched. So it's hand stitched, a little binding stitch. It's got her name, Fleur de Framant, and it's got 20 pages in it. So back and forth, back both sides, 20 pages, both sides. I don't know, you figure it out. And then 20 pages and 20 pages, so that's 40 pages plus both sides. So 40 and 40 is what? 40 and 40 is 80. So you got 80 pages of writing space. And I left it all blank, and there's all different kinds of paper in here. You've got coffee paper, coffee dyed paper, you got hibiscus dyed paper, you've got avocado dyed paper, turmeric paper, tea stained paper, you've got, there's what is this? Parchment paper. This is an eco-dyed paper that I eco-dyed myself. So that's the center of the signature. The cool thing about this is that this comes apart like this, and you can actually take the signature out. So you can work on it when not in the book. So if you need to lay it out flat or what have you, it lays out flat. So but for now we're going to put it back in here. But so that is my Fleur. She's a beauty. I absolutely had so much fun putting her together, and I can't thank Renee enough for her tutorial, because she's really opened my eyes to a whole new all new types of possibilities of what these journals can do, and putting them together, and what little different things you can do besides your basic tuck and pocket, because that after a while that gets kind of boring. You want something new. So this is it. I mean, this has got a lot of potential in this journal. So she closes back up, and then where's her little clasp here? She clasps closed, and boom, there she is. So that is Fleur. I absolutely loved making her. I really did. And with every journal, it's like having a kid. It's like you hate seeing them go, but you know what? It's just really cool to see people's reaction once they get them in their hands, because it's nothing like you've ever felt before, having a homemade book in your hands. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video and everything. Thank you for being patient with me, because it was my first video, really my first flip through, my real first flip through. So I really want to thank everybody, and I hope you have a blessed weekend and you all stay safe, and thank you and good night.